Hey everyone in the YouTube world, it's Craig from Flying Wheels. Welcome to my Flying Wheels YouTube channel. A little unconventional today. I'm talking about tax season. What is going on in the world right now? What's going on in the auto industry? What's going on with tax returns for 2020? Well, there's a few facts you guys should know, so stay tuned for this whole video because I'm going to tell you all about it. Now, if you're a car dealer like myself, I own a few businesses, one being a car dealership. Huge season for me. I love tax season. Obviously, if you're a car dealer, you know as well. You stock up early. I've made tons of videos about it. Stock up before winter. I stock up in the fall. I recon all my cars and I get them ready for right now because it's crunch time. This is when I make a majority of my money. Now, if this is when you make all your money, you're doing something wrong. You should be budgeting and planning all year for all seasons because every season's different. But right now is the time when I make most of my money. I had an outstanding 2 weeks. So the last week in February, the first week in March, absolutely crushed it. Probably better than years past. I don't know if it was better preparation, a better tax season, or what it was, but I had an outstanding 2 weeks. All of a sudden, dropped off a cliff, flat planed, no action. I'm getting no calls. My phone's not ringing. It is crazy. So right around the first week in February, I started to get my phone calls for people preparing, people planning, people shopping. I was taking deposits for their cars. People cannot wait to get that money in their hands, and typically it is spent before they even get it in their hands. Now, 90% of Americans spend that tax return within the first 48 hours. That means when they get their money, that money is gone within 48 hours. And that includes people that have spent the money before it has even arrived. Now think about Christmas debt. All the Christmas debt people accumulated, they pay off come tax time. So when they have all those expensive Christmas bills, they think, no worries, I'll put it on my credit card now, and when taxes come in, I'll pay it down when taxes show up. And they do that. Well, how does that affect you? Obviously, if people are planning on spending it on their Christmas gifts, if they're purchasing Christmas gifts with the intent of paying it off when they get their tax returns, that's cash out of your pocket. That's money they could be spending on your vehicles or whatever it is that you're selling to run your business successfully. The other thing is premature purchases. So there's a company like TaxMax. TaxMax will help dealers sell their inventory all year long based on people's income on their tax returns. But a lot of people rack up debt all year long with the intention of paying it off come tax time. Now here's a couple tips to let you know what to expect for tax season. I would hate to say tax season is over, and the reason I'm making this video is not just for your benefit, it's for my benefit. I want to know, is your tax season still cranking? Or is it dead? Did it fall off a cliff like mine? I don't know what the heck happened. Last year with Trump's tax changes, it seemed like I had a completely different tax season than years before. Some people got more money, some people got less money. It seemed like a lot of the people got less money because they were getting more back in their checks, which completely affected me until almost April. So I didn't know what was happening. I thought the tax season was over, and then all of a sudden, end of March, early April, I had a boom, and my car lot was completely empty. This year, come first week in March, my car lot was completely empty. It was amazing. So right now, everybody's scrambling. You'll notice prices are at MMR. They're at retail. They're above retail. If you want to buy a car above retail, buy it from me. I have them. Wait a minute. Did I mean it that way? Anyway, tax season started January 27th officially. If any tax credits were due, it could be delayed 2 to 3 weeks. I noticed the first rush was right around February 26th when that tax check came in, that tax deposit came in. My phone was ringing. I was working 7 days a week, long hours, and absolutely crushing it. So I'm ecstatic, even if the season's over now. I had 2 great weeks. It's strange to say, but I had 2 great weeks. I hope it continues. But we had a great first 2 weeks, and all of a sudden we just dropped off a cliff. Now, I hate to say this word. I really don't want to say this word, but this is what I'm afraid is going to change our industry, change our market, and change our businesses. Coronavirus. I don't want to talk about the coronavirus, but I feel like it needs to be said. I'm already getting calls from people asking if I could lower the price because they're trying to save money because they don't know if they're going to be able to purchase toilet paper and paper towels and food once they get quarantined. Now, it's something we have to think about. If something happens with this coronavirus, it's completely going to affect our business. Look at what it's done to the stock market already. I've lost a ton of money in the stock market, and I refuse to pull out, even though I should have. Mistakenly, everyone's losing their money. Now, people are going to start thinking conservatively. Over the past few years, we're in a bull market. Everybody's spending. Everybody's doing well. Everybody's happy. So everybody's buying more. So buy, buy, buy. Spend, spend, spend. But now that the stock market crashed, is this going to be a plummet? Is it going to plane? Is it going to continue to go? In 2008, it dropped off a cliff, and then it continued to drop. So I had a house in 2008 that I stole the place. I got a great deal on it. And then all of a sudden, I noticed each neighbor started to pay less for the same house, or sell for less than I paid for my house. So yeah, we had a decline, or a correction as a financial advisor would like to call it, but is this the bottom, or is it going to continue to drop? Well, history says this isn't the bottom, and it's going to continue to drop, which makes people think more conservatively, so they're not so bullish anymore. They might start thinking, I need to save my money, I need to not spend so foolishly, I need to think wisely, and now I might not need that car that I thought I needed 2 weeks ago before the coronavirus scare. So be aware that this could affect your business. It could affect the industry drastically. I'm already noticing it on my end. Okay, so 38% roughly of Americans didn't get a tax return last year. They owed money. So plan on that giving you about 62% of people in the United States that have money to spend. Now, a majority of them spend them on items like this. Savings, paying down debt, home improvements, vehicles, and then last but not least is obviously unnecessary items. But vehicles are among the priority. Vehicle repairs are among the priority. So if you're a service shop, auto repair facility, also start to see the income for people's repairs. An average refund is $3,100. So what does that mean? Well, for the lower price dealer, $3,100 is the majority of the cars you're stocking. I stock vehicles around $5,000 to $15,000, and then I have a special niche market of special interest vehicles. And if the market plummets and people start thinking conservatively, that is going to be pushed aside, I'm afraid to say. That's the part of the business that I actually do like. I like buying toys. I like buying fun stuff. I like selling fun stuff. Ford Focuses and Dodge Darts, although make money, don't make my job so glorious. So I'm really hoping we don't get into a bear market where people start thinking conservatively, because then I can't sell those Corvettes and everything else that I like to enjoy. I'm going to have to start focusing on the Jeep Grand Cherokees a little bit more, which I don't really want to. So $3,100 is your average tax refund. That makes an enormous deposit down payment for you buy pay here's or your third-party lenders. So it's a great, great, great down payment to take advantage of. Now, tax season is still going. It's going till April 15th, and then all your extensions afterwards. So make sure you're still marketing. Make sure you're still putting your name out there. Make sure you're still putting your inventory out hard. Get as many people with that cash back to your lot as you can. Because come April 15th and people stop getting that money, the market's going to drop again. And then you're going to be broke, or you're going to have no inventory, and the prices are going to be through the roof. Because supply is going to be low and demand is going to be high, like it is right now. Supply is low, demand is high, prices are at retail. Prices at MMR and above. One other thing, think about it this way. The first few weeks of tax season, people need that money. The people that need the money are the people that file first, okay? Yes, I'd love to say that I'm responsible, and yes, I'd love to say that I'm proactive and I get my tax returns done. No, but I'm busy. I own several businesses, and it takes time, and I'm usually at the end of the season before I even get my stuff to the accountant. Well, the people that have that W-2 and they can just go right to a tax refund store and get their checks, go. They already spent their money, or they're ready to spend their money, or they need their auto repairs, or they need their cars, they go right away and get their tax checks. So those lower income people are usually the people that typically get their income, their tax checks back first. And then the plane climbs. The people that need it less and less tend to push it off a little longer and longer. Or then the people that owe really tend to push it off longer, because why pay all your money up front when you can delay it as long as possible? So I'd hate to say that the majority of all of our tax business has come and gone. I really hope that's not the truth. If you guys disagree, please let me know down below. If you agree with me, I hope not. I hope this isn't the case. Also, let me know. What are you guys seeing on your end? In the auto industry, are you still cranking, or is it dying out? Do you start to see it slump down? From your experience in the business, what do you guys think of tax season? What do you think of tax preparation? What do you think we should expect for the next month and a half? All right, everybody, for now, thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I hope this video was at all entertaining, because I'm just in front of a white screen, so it can get pretty boring. If it was at all helpful, do me a favor. Make sure to give me a subscribe so you get all my tips, tricks, and info in the car industry. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys viewing. I'll see you later, and adios.